Hey everyone, this is Nick with NGS. We got the whole crew here on an investigation in Archer, Nebraska. We just met with the lady earlier. She showed us around where the activity is occurring. Told us some stories behind it. Showed us some pictures she's taken that have some weird orbs. I mean, some of them could be dust particles, but some of them are pretty weird. We can't really explain them, so we're gonna go check that out tonight. See what could be causing that, if it is caused by dust particles, what are you doing, or bugs. Anything you guys want to add?
Alright, yeah, there's some pretty sweet pictures that we got to see, and I don't know, I think this is going to be a good one. Investigation number 3!
Alright, here we go. We got a call from residents of an old farmhouse near Archer, Nebraska, stating that they had unusual activities occurring on a regular basis, and that they would like for us to do an investigation. They told us that the people that lived there before them was an old lady, and this old lady was very attached to her horse. So when the old lady finally passed away, they decided to let the horse live its remaining days there. And when the horse died, they ended up burying it on that land. They've been in the process of removing some of the previous owner's belongings and have claimed that some unusual events were taking place. Anything from being brushed up against inside the house to this heat lamp that's in the barn swinging violently, more violently than any chicken can do if they accidentally knocked into it. Just a whole bunch of different things that we're looking for on our investigation. They also showed us some pictures they took of possible orbs they caught, and some of them are hard to tell whether they could be dust particles or a bug that flew inside the lens at the right time, or if it actually is something paranormal. During our investigation, we were able to recreate some of the pictures of the orbs, and we debunked it as being dust particles in the air. We took one of our powerful mag lights, and in the beam you could just see all these dust particles flying down. And we took a couple pictures of that and recreated what looks like a whole bunch of orbs, but it's actually floating dust particles that the light is reflecting off of. However, there are a few pictures that are quite bizarre, but anytime you're in an outside environment, it's just really hard to differentiate whether we are looking at something paranormal or just something floating in the air like a dust particle. We were unable to find any audio or video evidence. However, a few of the still photos we took were quite bizarre and also quite amazing. This clip here was by the pool where they reported some activity going on. After reviewing the photo, I noticed a face around this area here. You can kind of make out the eyes and mouth, but it's hard to tell whether it's caused by something that's paranormal or just the amount of light my camera was capturing or reflecting off of. It's hard to tell, but we couldn't really explain it. I took a picture right afterwards and I wasn't able to recreate the same picture. This is a picture taken at the north side of the barn. Disregarding what could be possible orbs or just a whole bunch of dust particles, I noticed in this area here what looks to be like a hooded figure. You can tell there's something there because the color inside that figure is a different color than the wall behind it. The second thing I noticed was in this area over here. This seems like another partially hooded man, but in this one you can make out the eyes. The outline of his figure is a different color than like the 2x4 or the wall behind it, and you can kind of make out like a shoulder. It's very strange. I took a second consecutive picture in the same location, and the figures were gone. The next picture we're about to show you is our best visual evidence we have ever captured yet. It happened in this room here where they keep the chickens, where reports of the heating lamp would be swinging uncontrollably, as if an unseen force has been manipulating it. What you are looking at is in the center of the doorway you will see either what you could call a dust particle or an orb. Right above that, in this area here, appears to be a horse. You can clearly make out the eye, the brow above the eye, the nostril, the ears, and even the hair of its mane running down its neck. Also, you can make out the line of its cheekbone. The horse figure is darker than the 2x4s on the window frame and on the wall. And this next picture I'll show you, I just outlined some of the more dense physical lines and features of the horse. This is by far my favorite piece of visual evidence we have ever been able to capture. It also furthers the question, not only is there life after human death, but is there life after animal death as well?